Hi, my name is Luke Denyan. I'm the egg grower of Haan Greenhouses. We primarily supply the Atlantic Canadian market with tomatoes and cucumbers. Our business has been incorporated since 1963. I am the CEO, egg grower of the business. We are about 7.5 acres of primarily 50% tomatoes, 50% cucumbers, and we have approximately 55 people working here. The fall of 2020, we installed state-of-the-art LED lights, and this gives us the opportunity to sell tomatoes and cucumbers year-round into the Atlantic Canadian market, which is good for us for cash flow reasons, and it's good for the consumer. They get to have fresh local product year-round. I'd like to explain how we grow cucumbers nowadays compared to how my father and grandfather grew cucumbers back in the freestanding structures. You can see, for an example of this area here, the posts are 4 meters high. But back in the older greenhouses, our greenhouses were literally only like 10 feet tall, and we had the umbrella system of cucumbers, so which was really difficult to manage. There was like 4 plantings per year, but now with the high wire cucumbers, we pick 7 days a week. We have the cucumber plants grow like the tomato plant. They just come up, they just keep growing, and we keep dropping with this hook. You can see this hook here. We keep letting it out, and the cucumbers drop, and that saves a ton of labor. It makes all our sizes all mediums, and it makes life easier. As you can see, we just take these clips, and then we just clip like this. This is different than we used back in the old days as well, because we used to the cucumbers would be the umbrella system, and the cucumbers shoots would grow down, and it would always be a mess. It would take forever to do the pruning, but now it's all straightforward. Everything's lined up. Go, we just clip like this, and easy light penetration. And you can see with our lighting that is not on right now because the amount of watts coming from the sun is there, but when the light goes away, those lights come on, and they were a far red light, and they're the most efficient light on the market, and that saves energy. So we get about 3.3 joules of light for every watt of energy. Because of the lights, we can harvest cucumbers year-round, and us having year-round production keeps us in the market longer. It gives us cash flow for year-round, and that way we can pay our expenses year-round, and it keeps the customers happy. Go further into our growing practices, environmental controls. We use all biological controls here, which is basically good bugs going after the bad bugs. You can see here's a sachet of Swirsky that they are going for whitefly control and thrip control. And as you can see in the background, that we have a young crop. This young crop was planted this morning, and there's a lot of work that goes into this, but this is actually a replanting, and this will gives us the opportunity to harvest cucumbers year-round without having a gap in between the two crops. So what we do is we plant in between, we move the drip rover. This is what we use to give fertilizer to the crop, and we move the drip rover from the old plant so that we give it into this new plant, and so now everything's getting water, and this crop will keep dropping down, and then this crop will actually be at this level, and basically in 2.5 to 3 weeks we'll be harvesting cucumbers off this young crop, and without any gap in between. As I explained in the earlier, with the harvesting practices, we harvest cucumbers every day, and here's one that we harvest today, and we harvest 7 days a week. So the cucumbers ideally need to be between 12.5 and 13 inches. That's our spec that we use for harvesting. And the employees use special tools, measuring tapes. It's got to be a special diameter. So we harvest every day, even on Sundays. And this is one that would be harvested tomorrow. And then As you can see, we have slabs here. The cucumber plants grow on these slabs. This is cocoa coir from Sri Lanka, and you can see that this is sustainable because this goes. It can be organic, and I reuse it in the local fields. And these are the stems, and these stems, and so you can see there's special racks that the stems lay on, and these stems get to be at least 80 feet long. So, like, we drop the plant with the hook, and then this plant keeps dropping, and then this plant could start here, but then it could end up 80 feet down the line. My favorite way to eat cucumbers, this may seem funny, but I'm kind of the old-fashioned. I like eating cucumbers, slicing them up, put them in vinegar with apple cider vinegar or rice vinegar with salt and pepper, and I eat them that way, and my whole family eats them that way, and we eat a cucumber every day.